Okay, I'm back. I just got off work, and right now all everything is like yeah, well, I mean, everything is fine. I'm at that my hours seem to be the same. Well, let's see. Last week I had 68 hours, and this week, coming up, if I calculate right, might be like 61 hours. Yeah. Uh, well, so since hold on, I don't know if I'm gonna. I haven't brought anything for Burger King in a long time. They really no. Well, I know because I'm on a strict diet. I know. I'm on a yeah. Hold on. Well, yeah, I'm on a strict diet, so I better be careful. It's been over 3 years since I brought anything from Burger King. It's nothing personal against Burger King. I told you this is any restaurant. I always say that. That is really true. We except for Whole Foods, like we buy like frozen dinners or not frozen dinner, like veggie nuggets in the box. That's true. We've been on this for a long time, years, and now we're just progressing in our diets and how we express ourselves, Imani Gray-Bey and I, Ron Arrington-Bey, as Moors, as spiritual beings, implementing a form of our religion and also spirituality. Well, what I did was I wanted to go ahead and take a picture to make sure you see Islam. Yeah, because the whole thing is blocked off there. So the hours, yeah. Islam, hold on 1 second. Islam Dwayne Baffalo Bay. Islam. Well, today was the okay day. I thought it was something odd. This black male did come in. It's March the 21st, 2019. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, it's March the 21st. I'm pretty sure. 2020. That's a 2019, 2020. This black male came in, and he's one of the regulars that would sit at the table with the other regulars that imply to be or are connected to the Army, the Navy, or Marines. You know, they're not able to sit there anymore ever since the dining room is blocked off. That's what you were seeing if you see that when you see a video. The dining room is completely blocked off. No one is able to sit there since I think it was last Thursday. So, but there was still a black male that came in that usually sit at the regular table, and as he was speaking, he spit, and it made me, and I backed back because remember I was telling you about some spirits are able to they'll deliberately spit. Now I gave you a testimony about that before. About thank you, no thanks, thank you, sir, for stopping. Thank you. You remember I gave you a testimony about that before. That was about almost about a year and a half ago. I was noticing some of the customers would come in and they would just spit when they were talking. And I was like, sometimes even when you do it by mistake, it's different. You have to back away. But no, the lobby is blocked off because of the coronavirus. The governor have stated that the lobby be blocked off. So remember I was telling you some of the spirits. I was like, when they talked, they were like literally spinning. And Imani, and I'm not blaming them, but when we would walk, when I would walk to the room or from the room or on our way to work or back to work, I would see spit marks, like someone actually cough and spit, because we walk the same path every day and spit. Yeah. I heard about that. Someone was talking about that case in China where this lady was arrested for spitting on people's doorknobs. because you can spread viruses. You can spread some form, yes, because that's fluid, right? So today, the black male, he's a regular. He started coming in. I noticed he hasn't been coming in long like the others have been since 2016, but I've been noticed right before the coronavirus was really known, and all the restaurants started to the governor started to implement sanitizer rules. He was coming in and he was sitting at the regular table. He talks loud, but anyway, he came in today. I'm not blaming him or saying he has the coronavirus, but he spit as he spoke to me, and I had to step back. Yeah, and now, but sometimes it happens. But there's some spirits. These spirits that have the science of telepathy, they can mentally engage with you to cause you to spit while you're talking. It's just like they mentally engage with you to cause you to cough. Exactly. So these are unclean spirits. Yeah. So that's what that's what we're. Yeah, but and once again, I'm not saying here, but that thought came about because you wouldn't think. You're like now, and they send sharp pains. So how is this connected to the coronavirus? Well, you have thousands of people who died from the coronavirus, and now, I think New York and Pennsylvania, those are one of the two of the states that are on lockdown. That means nobody is able to come out their homes. I think someone said that no one is able to actually cross the borders into the states or leave the. I'm not sure. I have to read about it because of this coronavirus. I guess you would consider it epidemic. So when you're dealing with spirits, unclean spirits, unnatural spirits who have the science of telepathy, and they are used to send sharp pains, cause illnesses, mental illnesses, imbalances, physical illnesses, then what is the connection? I'm dealing with spirituality. Yeah, it's like, exactly. Like I said, we've been on this spiritual, we have been on this spiritual journey for a long time, and correcting our status as Moorish Americans by, we have affirmed to uphold the Constitution of 1787, the 13th Amendment, the U.S.A. Constitution of 1787, the 13th Amendment with 20 sections and all 4 proclamations, implementing these divine laws of freedom and walking as true American citizens. So how does this affect? And how does it correlate to to even not just my testimony, but other testimonies of unclean spirits? Yeah, because, if you treat them like an animal, they behave like an animal. So what do you do with an animal when you think, when you try, exactly, if you see them like beasts and animals, then they will be, and they behave like a beast, an animal, savage, running wild, molesting your genitals or molesting genitals spiritually. They're being used to invade dreams. So now you have different parts, you have different states on lockdown. In most of the cities that are on lockdown, they are heavily melanated. That means they are Hispanic, the black Negro, and those that would be considered poor whites or poor pale skin. So they are in the low income bracket, or some of them in the middle income bracket, but they are on lockdown. Now, okay, let me get back because it's already, Yeah, Hurricane Katrina. What did they accuse? I think it was President Bush. They kept saying he said this. I think I saw a video of him saying that they were animals in the Superdome, and them being in the Superdome was better than how they were living before because they were already animals. So what made him say that about those people? Exactly. What would cause any government official to make a statement about people who just survived a hurricane, a natural disaster supposedly, and call them animals and say, well, they were raped, yes, in the Superdome. There was people being raped, people being murdered in the Superdome, but they were animals and they were living better anyway in the Superdome than they were before. So getting back, so when I was giving testimony about experiencing sharp pains forced by unclean spirits, and you know that the United States jurisdiction is not considered healthy in reference to physical health, which is connected to mental health, is yes. Well, being among, we are among the jurisdiction, because we have claim of nationality. Then you see how that correlates to the coronavirus, Islam. So yeah, so if you got people spitting, spirits, unclean spirits spitting purposely, attacking your genitals, some of them can actually cause sin. I remember I was experiencing heat, you would think this is a military tactic. I kept experiencing heat around my body. It was like, so I would shine my light to expel like the black. Usually it'll be an unclean spirit, could be a black Negro, male or female, or it could be pale skin, but majority are the Negro or the Hispanic that are being used. But out of those two, it would be the black Negro. I would just shine my light to maintain my frequency. Then all of a sudden I kept feeling a heat sensation around my body, like it was being forcefully done. Yeah, while someone would have if I'm out, like a black male would come with a cell phone in his hand, or a black female with a cell phone in his hand, and start pressing buttons on his phone. Right, yeah, so why would they be used to do this? So they think they have power, but what the government is showing that they're animals. Those that are using them, it's a form of government. So they look what we can do, but what they're demonstrating is that we have animals, beasts, uncivilized, savages. And this is what we can use them for. Islam. So that's exactly what President Bush, in reference to Hurricane Katrina, I think was saying. He was like, they were already animals and beasts. He didn't say beasts, he said animals. So according to what many spoke about. So yeah, there were, I think over 10,000 people were missing, or were some bodies found in Hurricane Katrina, and some bodies were never found. And then the numbers dropped. They kept fluctuating. So they were like, yeah. So they were saying that they were disposable. They were animals. They weren't considered to be civilized. They were undesirables. Islam. So yeah. So getting back, yeah. So then, yeah. So okay. So it's blocked off at Burger King, not just at Burger King, many restaurants. Yeah. Around when I came in, I noticed there were 2 plastic dishes next to the registers. I was like, what is these dishes here? I asked Miss Phyllis. She said if customers want to put money in there, they can, but they don't have to. If they want to not touch your hand, they don't have to touch your hand. I was like, okay, no problem. And then around 2:40 or 2:45 p.m., this is when I came. Okay, now that was early around. I came in at 10, so 10 a.m. So around 2:40, 45, I noticed that I didn't see there was a note in front of my register. I didn't notice it wasn't in front of the second register. It was in front of my register. So, I think I saw a customer pill scan. I was actually experiencing a forced sharp pain from and I don't know where it was coming from. Came out of the blue, but it lasted for maybe 4 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Anyway, customers looked at it. A couple of pill scans were speaking of, I think, or looked at or something that caused me to look down. And I was like, I wonder what they're looking at. And I said, oh, and I looked at the note, and it had a Burger King logo, and it said, please place all money in the tray. And we are, yes, and so we're not supposed to hand money and put it in the customer's hand. I had no idea it was there, but Miss Phyllis said earlier that we didn't have to do it. I mean, maybe she didn't know. I don't know if she knew the letter was there. I would guess she does. I don't know if she's the man. I don't know though. So, but she said it earlier. It doesn't have to be. We don't have to. But that letter has the Burger King logo, and this is a letter stating from Burger King. So after that, I started to dismiss the habit of putting money in the customers' hands, and I started placing them in the dishes, and let the customer get the money out the dish, put the money in the dish, and then I take the money. Yeah, otherwise I had no idea. Yeah, so that was my day. Yeah, so today, I swept, mop. I did. I stopped, kept my hands washed, changed the sanitizer water. I tried to make sure I didn't make a mistake. Just try to really stay up to beat. Refilled the ice bucket in the drive-through. Just the basics. It just, yeah. As for spiritual experience, there was after the black male, this is so odd. It was about 1:35, 1:36. Like, I remember I was going to the bathroom, and I looked up and I saw their President Trump, and it's their President Trump unless he actually taken an oath or affirmed to uphold the U.S.A. Constitution of 1787, the 13th Amendment. He would actually take an oath. This 13th Amendment with 20 sections, or all 4 of Abraham Lincoln's proclamations. Now, if he haven't taken an oath to uphold these divine laws of freedom, then he cannot be a Moore's president who has affirmed to uphold these divine laws of freedom that many have bled for on this landmass. But he can be the president of the United States jurisdiction, or some other foreign entity in that, but he cannot be someone's president who has been naturalized as a true American citizen. So I don't know if he has. I would expect that he should have. I would think all presidents would have taken an oath or affirmed to uphold these laws of freedom. So anyway, as I was looking, as I looked up, I saw him on TV. Unless the black male claimed a nationality, it looked like a black Negro or African American male, and some other pale skins on TV at Burger King. It looked like it was live. And then, because right before then I was feeling my genitals being attacked spiritually, and the visual that kept attacking looked like similar. I'm not accusing the regular customer that spit as he was talking, but definitely similar to the black male that spit earlier, and as he was talking. And I kept seeing this visual attacking me spiritually and mentally as I was working today. So I thought that was odd. Yeah, I don't know. So I just kept working. I've heard, being able to experience and know what a spiritual experience is, mental experience and mental invasion is important because it connects to the Constitution. It connects to the 10 Amendments, and so it connects to the proclamations of Abraham Lincoln and what freedom truly is. So, and I think this is in connection to the coronavirus, because I don't think the coronavirus actually it has killed thousands. So getting back, there's the coronavirus is a disease, so it has killed thousands. People spread it unknowingly, you would hope, and not knowingly. But you know that if you have spirits that are able to send sharp pains, and they are doing it forcefully, and they have the science of telepathy, then you know you have spirits that have viruses and diseases that are spreading it forcefully and doing it purposely, Islam. So that's what I experienced today. So yeah, because I remember I looked up at the TV as I was going to the bathroom, and I saw President Trump, I think it was live, speaking on I think it was CNN. I'm not sure. I don't know if it was. I think it was on all channels. And I said, their president, United States jurisdiction president, unless he taken an oath or affirmed to uphold these divine laws of freedom, like the commander-in-chief supposed to do. The commander-in-chief that's over the military, the Navy, and the Army, which they also supposed to have taken an oath or affirmed to uphold the U.S.A. Constitution of 1787 and the 13th Amendment, 20 sections, all 4 of Abraham Lincoln's proclamations. So that's what a commander-in-chief, that's hence commander-in-chief. But if they have not and he has not, then okay, there you have it. Then you know something foreign is controlling it. So I don't know if he has or not, but hopefully in law he has. Okay. And yeah, so no, the regulars, they are not they don't come to Burger King no more since last week, because they can't come and sit down for hours. So hold on one second, I'm crossing the street. Yes, but one of the regulars came in today still. That's the one, the black male. He spit. He by mistake while he was talking. I had to move back, and I had the thought. Once again, I'm not accusing him of doing it purposely. But I just sort of moved back. Yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Oh, well, today I learned something about the fries. Jade asked me how long the fries and the onion rings, she said the onion rings supposed to stay in the bin. She didn't say the fries. I said the same amount of time the fries. I said 20 minutes. I could have sworn someone said 20 minutes to me, or told me 20 minutes, or around 15, 20 minutes. And because I used to throw away, when I thought the fries were old, I definitely would dispose of them and have fresh. But then I started to be threatened that it could come out my check, because I was so I was being careful. I was like, okay, never mind. I thought, well, now I'm not saying the fries were old, but I'm just saying I thought I was doing the right thing. But Jay said they are supposed to be in the bin before disposal 10 minutes. The onion rings, this is a manager. Yeah, she's considered black African American, unless she claimed a nationality. 10 minutes, the fries and the onion rings. That's what she told me today. I was like, oh, okay, I thought 20 minutes. Yeah. So, anyway, I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Oh, well, I'm going to send it to Dwayne. Islam Dwayne. I'll talk to you later. Islam. Oh, no, yeah, there's still someone speaking. You know, Imani Gray-Bey and I, we don't know anyone around out in Annapolis, Maryland, personally. And there is still someone outside around American Indian State. Sometimes they have a pale skin accent. Sometimes they say president. I don't know why they would say president, like they would say military. I don't know why. And then my dreams are still being invaded. Like I have to wake up, like they've been force invaded. Like it could be like spirits invading that outer sheath, or just replaying the same dream over and over again. Yeah, I heard some people, some spirits say they're trying to get into something, or they want to try to, I guess, tap into something possibly. I don't know. They imply that. I should say they imply this. Yeah. Well, you know, we have a universe inside our mind, and there's a universe outside our mind. And as true American citizens, you should be able to walk safely, live safely, in a civilized, productive manner without having to worry about invasion of your spiritual, mental mind. And when you're dealing with that, it's usually because of slave breeding. Once again, they're trying to slave breed. So I'll talk to you later, okay? It's something that's not like you. I'll talk to you later, okay? You know what? You already know. Okay, bye.